feeling you, MP. About to tear the roof off.
Look out there, MP.
So, look, give Steve a call back and get him scheduled for a final interview Tuesday.
Game time. Let's get it, MP.
Are you ready, MP?
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
How you feeling, MP? What's up, MP?
Hey, should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got food already at home.
Yeah, but those leftovers are old.
I brought them home yesterday, I think. Right? Yeah, it's my favorite. Of course.
What's the solution?
I want to work on stamina. I want him to
No,
do
they
it.
look super cool.
I can drop some routines for that. I'll start penciling in some drills and order them accordingly.
I take pride in helping keep your
If you could be the GM,
same.
which
For
prospects?
everyone to feel protected here and enjoy the game.
Competitive
And for my money, an NBA game is just the top.
We have great fans here.
And there's
I
always
like the
someone
family
to watch.
atmosphere.
Yes, management takes it very seriously, and so do we.
Generally,
for me,
just
I'd
a good
head to
vibe.
New
Right?
Jersey.
Sure
Outside
is.
of where New
And
York
since you like
prospects
jobs,
are
right?
scattered, where people have game, but college
You
scouts.
see the 40-point game out in Nevada yesterday?
Sure did, and I'm thinking about raising our total rank for this kid. It's
known
just
and
one
unknown
game,
talent
isn't
across
it?
the
The
world.
opponent wasn't ranked.
I've got quite a list
but
brewing
we
to
always
send
have a
Mindy.
box score. I
I'm starting to
14 shot
question my
challenges during the game. The kid was everywhere.
Not to mention the 11 assists. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games, with shorter games and all.
Okay, listen, though, let's not get all carried away. I'm bigger than that guy who's guarding the kid.
My daughter was asking me to make smoothies last night.
Oh, adorable.
What's the process?
You just sneak some.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action.
With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. They'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Sohan is out there with Sharp. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Miller, and it's Shays in its small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's MP in at the point. RJ, the front end of a back-to-back. As a player, it's got to pose an additional challenge physically to get through these stretches.
Oh, yeah, it's a grind. This is a physical sport we play. In your body, it just has to be ready when you start the season.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making...
Nice finish.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Shays. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
The first one falls. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. And can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, there's a reason why Sohan's a fan favorite. This man brings it.
Edwards passes to Lynn. The Lakers with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Hey, and you could say they probably were in control for 3/4 of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
Defended
by Sohan. Shot clock at 3.
Sohan has his moments defensively, plastered to his man there.
Miller with a wide open look. No luck that time in the shot, but would have put them on top. Lynn is screen on Miller. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Golden State. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at the Timberwolves, they're making their move. This is when we often see the better teams start that surge, right? And the pretenders fall behind.
MP kicks to Edwards. Good D by Miller.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
MP dishes to Edwards.
Come on, Nate. Come on, Nate. I lead.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Fires for 3. Pass to Shea. Doncic against McDaniel. And the dunk by Sohan.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And out of bounds is Los
I'm done with this.
Angeles. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
Yeah, and pissing me off, bro. And piss me off. Pissing me off, dog.
Every 3 seconds, move your focus.
I want to work on
You have
stamina.
lots of
And he's about to tear it up.
What the fuck? I'm sick. Actually, no, I'm sick. No. I'm sick. Really? I'm sick.
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Julius Randle.
Well, I like that he's really found a balance. He doesn't feel the need to put the team on his back and try to carry them offensively, but he can still bring it when they need him most. And maybe what's most important, he provides that veteran leadership necessary.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniel's the 3. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And for the Clippers, we've got Ivica Zubac. Tim Hardaway is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
And these rivalry games always captivating. Some players will try to downplay it, but not MP. He said all along, I'm coming for him.
Well, this has been one of the great rivalries to watch unfold in the league. Any matchup could potentially be a toss-up due to the heated nature of these two teams. The thing with MP, though, he doesn't want to just be his opponent's equal. He wants to outdo them at every turn and prove his is the better squad. I gotta say, MP has been pretty darn solid since making his statement about winning all these big rivalry games.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the score by Los Angeles. Edwards, no good. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. MP finds Edwards, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They penned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
Now here's MP, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. MP, a screen on Hardaway. Back to MP. Clock at 6. For 3. Connects from downtown. Lynn's got 7.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
Here's Sasser. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Randall, the pass to Lynn. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. He's got 10.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Leonard against McDaniels. They need this. Shot by Leonard, no good.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Edwards, the pass to Lynn. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Marcus Sasser.
How about MP using that up fake to draw the contact, earns his way to the free throw line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, MP. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And BA, how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
And let's take a moment to see which bigs were doing work from the three-point line this past month. Naz Reid, number 1.
Normally a coach wouldn't want to see his big men spending so much time out beyond the arc, but not so with this guy.
Pass to Zubac. Sasser outside. Edwards against Hardaway. Over Edwards. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Minnesota, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course the Clippers behind 2 games.
I think for Los Angeles, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Reed with it, and Sasser picks him up defensively. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. McDaniels with a steal. MP looking around. To the paint. Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Back to Sasser to end the drought, and he takes it up and lays it in.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Now here's MP. 12 points for him. Outside McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, the issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Back to MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Brooks, he's checked in for the Clippers. DeSumo comes in for Sasser. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed. And it's Dort in for McDaniels. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He added 55 points, and he made an impact with his defense. His rebounding showed a lot of hustle. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Allie, great info there. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Here's Lynn, following the score by Los Angeles. Oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
Leonard outside. They set the pick. Pass to Antetokounmpo. With the teardrop. MP with the block. Back to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And that'll be Minnesota's ball. And So Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
DeSumo with it. MP's there. Brooks the pass to Christie. Now DeSumo takes the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. MP inside. Brooks on him. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now we've got